Previously in the recap, Hirako was granted a new life in another world by God, and God was about to grant him any powers he desired. But Hirako chose to get the power of farming to take it to another world. As such, God granted Hirako that ability with overly powerful stats so that Hirako can do anything related to farming with the divine tool he got from God. As such, Hirako was able to tame a few wild dogs and a spider, which was a nice supplier of the cloth she made from her silk, and soon Hirako got the first member for his village. Her name was Lucy. She was on the run because she got into a fight with a nobleman, and her friend also soon found her there and decided to live with them. But she also brought back many elves who were looking for a home to settle down and repopulate their kind, and all of them were females and only one male, Hirako. So then let's continue with the story. In recent events, Hirako had killed a Vyern in a single shot, and that Vyern was from the Demon King's army. Hirako's feat had become so popular that he took out a powerful warrior in a single shot, and the other 3 demon generals were now terrified of his power and thinking of something. So, the Dragon King also heard of this event. The demon general named Bezel from the Demon King's army made their first move as they got to the Great Tree Village with a gift to negotiate with Hirako. Hirako took the first shot and offered them 10% of the harvest, and in return, they wanted to be under the protection of the Demon Kingdom. Bezel didn't speak or even utter a single word other than agreeing on their terms. Villagers offer up to 50% of their harvest, but Bezel had to settle for 10% because Hirako was accompanied by the deadly ladies behind her, none other than Lucy, Vampire Princess, Strongest Angel Tia, the deadly trio of angels, and also the warrior elves, but Hirako was totally unaware of their real stats. Anyway, then just another day the Dragon King came to visit Hirako with the intention of being on good terms with him and came with a nice gift. From that, then a few days later, a few beastmen came to the village with the thought of trading, but the things they could offer were paint and some handiwork. The village is far away and poor, so they needed food in exchange. Hirako quickly agreed, and the trade started. Right from the first visit, the Howling Village offered 20 girls to ward in Hirako's village, but apparently the man in the village was only one, and Hirako felt a bit awkward. He agreed on a term that they should send at least 3 young men. For his request, they did get 3 young men, but they were just children. Hirako had to do with that, and the harem was expanded yet again. Apparently, a few days went by in peace, and with the god's divine power, Hirako even secured the area from giant beasts and got exquisite meat from the rare beast. 3 dwarfs came to the village. They didn't come for a trading business or anything. They just want a nice place to live, and in return, they would make an excellent alcohol for them, and hearing this girl just agreed to it without even Hirako's consent. Everyone just likes alcohol. That day another visitor came, a threatening one, but Dairam seemed to stop her. Seeing Hirako on guard, another dragon was about to attack, so Hirako didn't hesitate and attacked with his spear, but that dragon happened to dodge it. Lucky Dairam's assistance stopped Hirako in time, and these 2 dragons was Dyrm's wife and daughter. The Derm was having an affair that he sneaks out every night with stuff from their treasure. He was always coming to the Hirako's village to enjoy some free alcohol, so they apologized for having a misconception. His wife knew that Hirako is a person not to be messed with. Her second chance to life only because of the spider friend she had, or else even she could have died. Sure that Hirako won't become a threat to them, Gratalone orders her daughter Lastismoon to stay in the village with them. Lasti was bad at almost everything, and they needed to give her some work, so Hirako gave her the work of a diplomat that she is good at. The first person she negotiated with was the demon general Bezel from Fruits. Clear cut that with Lasti they had the power to turn the whole demon kingdom upside down, so to prevent it and to know more about their power, he sent his own daughter Forrest there. There, her mind went like puff. Had elves, angels, vampire princesses, and even magical beasts such as the inferno wolf and demon spider under him, and with this much detail in his power bow. The demon general has chosen not to mess with him. But there were 3 idiots from a noble household from the demon kingdom who were filling the ears of the demon princess about Forrest, who was living in the Great Tree Village as a captive. Princess Uri has now laid down a decree to destroy the Great Tree Village. But Bezel and others knew it was an absurd kind idea, and the demon king was an idiot when it came to his daughter. Yuri did what she wanted to do but was utterly defeated by the beast men of the village and now gets held captive, so to make things easier for them, Harem just gave an idea to Hirako to let them pay by working in the fields. Those three idiots tried to make their way out of there by running away, but their attempts failed every time, and now, for some reason, Lucy was unable to use her transformation magic. So she discarded it and didn't pay any attention. But soon she was bedridden and was craving sour fruits, which could only mean one thing: she was pregnant by a Hirako's child. It was a crazy turn of events, but everyone was happy with the news. But then a strange man just appeared there and no one was able to notice him. Well, he was the progenitor of a vampire named Valgrief. He came here just to check up on Lucy and found out about her pregnancy just then, but he was a reasonable man and gave his blessing to Hirako and Lucy for their life together. He sent a beautiful piano to them as a blessing to Lucy and her child. Life so far has been great for Hirako. He got a nice village with warm-hearted people and even settled down in life with a wife and his child, which felt kind of nice, unlike his previous life. And for Lucy, she was also happy to bear Hirako's child, but the only problem was that she wanted to be able to drink alcohol. Hearing this, everyone in the village was resolute to not drink any alcohol until Lucy gave birth and wanted to sell all the alcohol to avoid its temptation. But instead of selling it, it would be wise to let it age to make the alcohol even better. As time flew by, it was time that Lucy went into labor. It took an entire night of hardship, but the feeling after that long night was something that neither Hirako nor Lucy had ever felt. The joy of being a parent was overwhelming and satisfying. And with that, the anime comes to an end. Please subscribe for more anime recaps.